Hello Tubesters, it's Gav. Welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're going to have a look at another, I'll say a project. It's I'll be painting these to sell, but they're the Perry British Hussars. I'm going to be doing these as before we get any further. Can we get these over the top, Gavin? Probably not. These guys here, 3rd King's German Legion Hussars. I've done these once before, not the 3rd, but I've done this box before a year or so ago. And what I'm going to I've decided to do with these, I'm going to do all the horses in one go. Sorry, I've got a slight cold, so I'm a bit hoarse. Yeah, I'm going to do all these in one go. All the horses first, and then the riders. What I'll normally do is do 2 or 3 at a time, but the problem I have is I tend to lose. I lose focus more than interest. It tends to be something else shiny comes along, and I'll just do those. So I need these all prepped up, primed up, and ready for when I finish the AB Würzburgers. So these are going to be ready. Again, different types of horse colours. What I'm a bit annoyed about is I washed these off and they've still got a bit of residue. As you might see here, I've been using sprue-goo. That'll disappear under paint. You get that usual gap in the neck. I mean, I think it's designed so it almost looks like this is standing proud, but some of the gaps, probably down to me, are slightly wider than I'd like. So sometimes I use CA glue mixed with talcum powder. The problem with that is on these type of figures it's meant to be hard, and it tends to what you tend to do is then sand all the soft plastic figure around and miss half of the filler. So I've used sprue-goo on this, and if you don't know what that is, it's just cut up pieces of sprue. Say that these guys come on. You put them in if you've got like maybe a quarter left, a third left, whatever of your glue, like Tamiya, the different hot glues, and yeah, it'll dissolve down in so many hours. Puts you literally like a goo, and then you just trade it in there, and then just use whatever sanding device you want to smooth it out. Some of it I actually leave just because once you've painted over it, as long as it's not sitting too proud on the horse or whatever, it's fine. I've done some of the only bits of gaps I had was around the shoulder joint here. There was some sink marks in a couple of the different shakos hats, as hats heads, different particular ones. So I've dabbed sprue-goo on top of that. Done some around the join here, although that's not massively essential. You're not going to really see it. The only problem is with mine, it looks like that looks like a hair, but it's not. It's actually my sprue-goo. It's quite thick, and this one's gone quite strandy. And I did think I've been successful in getting it all off. Obviously not. Oh well. I'll be looking through these again before I spray them tomorrow. But yeah, I don't do it underneath. I do it underneath the horse, I should say, between the rider and the horse. I don't just use a normal glue. I put the sprue-goo in because it's obviously hot glue as well, and it really binds them up nice and tight. Whereas if you use, say, super glue, as we all know, super glue is fine until you actually drop it or something like that, and it can break the seal. It's not a seal, is it? But whatever you want to call it. Yeah, lovely figures. Bobtails, the British used to dock the tails. But yeah, very nice. Not saying I'm looking for. I love painting cavalry and horses, but Hussars can be long-winded with all the different colours. But it is what it is. Again, they're just stuck down to milk bottle tops in this case with PVA glue. On the whole, especially with plastic figures, it holds quite nicely. Occasionally, if you flex them too much, they'll fall off, but you just stick some more PVA glue on. especially like the 10-15 minute hold one. Again, you've got the posability, pose head slightly. I usually put the arms a bit higher or lower. Yes, I know they were trained to more or less be on point, but yeah, I just like to move a few arms up and down and heads turning from side to side. The only problem with these are because they've got the I forgot what the blooming the cords that actually hold the shako onto the dolman. Stop the obviously these are expensive and it stops them flying off as they go thundering along. So you see where that gets attached there to like a button. So the problem with these are if you move the heads around too much, it doesn't look right because this just flies out and doesn't stick next to the figure itself on his just below his collarbone. Doing well today. Sorry guys, I'm having trouble with the memories today. We've got our trumpeter, musician. Again, nice pose. As usual, I'll do him in some form of grey horse. I believe that I think the musicians, the trumpeters in this one didn't have the sheepskin wasn't the same. Obviously, trumpeters will often have like a black sheepskin. I don't believe it's the case, but I'll have to look into that. So yeah, there we go. That's an up and coming project. 14 to do. I don't think the horses. I'm not going to go. Oh, these are. I'm going to be obviously putting these up on eBay. I'm not going to go over the top with the horses, as in putting textures on them and that, because the problem is I found that it's great to look at, but I don't get any more money for them, whether they're textured or not, and it's a lot of work to fold into already a complicated painting pattern. So I'll do a nice job on them, but I don't think I'll be putting any textures on these. It'll take me too long. But saying that though, I have got an up and coming Napoleonic project, which is just it started off as one sprue, as in a single figure. I've got a French dragoon officer, and I was just going to do the one, but I might do a casualty figure lying on the floor or something. It's not going to be on a gaming base. It'll just be it'll be on a base of some description, but I might well be doing different conversions with that one. I'll just see how it goes, but not yet. But that will have textures again, like I've done on other horses. I just think it's nice to look at, but the people buying it don't really appreciate it in the sense of it doesn't move the price of the figures on anymore. So yeah, it's probably a bridge too far on that. Anyway, there we go. Primer tomorrow. They'll just be grey lacquer primer put on through the airbrush, and then they'll await. Put them in a drawer, waiting for these. Can we show you any? Get these little guys completed. I'm down to now doing the shows a difference in 18mm and 28mm. I just had to put I like to put a bit of filler between the shabraque and the horse because it tends to stick up a bit, and I've just done that this afternoon. And then I've got these 4 drummers to do. They won't be in white, they'll be in a nice blue, which will be a nice change. I have to paint all this white. So yeah, so once they're done, and they can start getting through the basing process. I've got some others going through the basing process at the moment, and then I can get stuck into these, and I'll crack on with these as my main painting, as in like painting for money, for want of a better word, because I'll be doing some of my Games Workshop 40k and Horus Heresy stuff in the background, and I've got another another couple of bits and pieces as well to finish off. So these will be the main ones. You'll probably get sick and tired of seeing these, but yeah, they're up next. Look after yourselves. Thank you very much for stopping by and taking a look. Sorry if I've been all over the place. Usual head problems, not being able to focus properly on what I'm saying. But look after yourselves, and we'll catch each other very soon on another video.